The reflection of this mirror should be intolerable. Count Dracula himself. The bed of the master, no doubt. The vampire must have taken off that way. Ah, here is something interesting. This book, it is as if it is protected by a demonic aura. I must unravel its secret. This book, it is as if it is protected by a demonic aura. I must unravel its secret. This book, it is as if it is protected by a demonic aura. I must unravel its secret. I can access the pages of this damned book. But, hell's bells, it seems that the same man wrote the whole book over the course of many centuries. Damnation, Mina! He must be with her at this moment. I was not able to save Harker, but I cannot lose her. I must get to her as soon as possible. I hear someone coming this way. It must be the butler. Quick, run! The bulbs of garlic are there, but still in a basket, and thus ineffective. Careful. I feel a presence. Back, demon, in the name of the Holy Cross. Leave this child and depart from this house. In any case, I did not count on lingering. We have already consumed our union. And I did not come for a discussion. It will give me great pleasure to see you again soon, my dear. Your body calls to be covered in roses and love. As for yours, sir, it will soon be a putrid, gory mass where worms will feast. She is stable, but extremely weak. As for her teeth,
haven't started.
Yes, I know. But it is only a question of days. She is contaminated, and despite all of the transfusions that we may do, she will sooner or later become one of them.
Look there. You'd think she was an angel. What do you suggest doing? Will you wait until she mutates completely?
There exists perhaps a glimmer of hope, Seward. I have to pursue the demon and try to counter his plans.
Mad idea! Do you at least know where he could be?
Not so mad, after all. Find me a map of Europe, Seward. Harker must have had one here. And then let's decide where to start my journey. There. Perfect. Perfect. In his lair in London, I discovered a journal that Count Dracula had composed in his own hand. The demon has departed for Cairo. It seems that there are some ancient texts there that talk of rituals and maledictions. Perhaps there is one that explains vampirism. I know it is highly unlikely. Even if that weren't the case, Dracula seems to want to find this work at any cost. If I make my way there and find it before him, I could exchange it for Mina's salvation. And if none of that comes to fruition, I finally have, after so many years, fresh tracks leading to the Count. I will be able to find him and destroy him. I will contact the director of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo by courier today. I believe he is the only person who can help me and guide my research. If you wish to contact me, write to me care of the museum. Keep me informed as to the progress of Mina's illness, and keep a better eye on her than I was able to, Seward.
هل تحب الموسيقى العربية هذه الكلمات؟
Useless. I do not understand their language. There are few people about, and many shutters are closed. This must be siesta. Ah, this sign must indicate the direction to the museum. Let us go. This could come in handy.
And a very good day, Fendi. Whatever you search, you have knocked on the right door with Mustafa. That is me, Mustafa. What do you desire? A guide, a camel, a certified dentist, or perhaps the most fabulous hookah that also works as bagpipes?
I am only in need of a discreet room and a bit of information.
No problem, not at all. I will bring your bags up and give you my most inconspicuous room, which just happens to be the nicest, as well as the most expensive. Is served just after the 10 o'clock prayers. As for the camels, you have but to ask.
I will remember. Thank you, my friend. Tell me, how do I get to the Egyptian Museum?
It's all very complicated, but you are very lucky, Effendi. Mustafa, that is me, of course, knows Cairo like no other. So, you take the road to the left of the park where my camels are, and straight ahead, go directly,
Thank you. I will find it. Well, I must go, Mustafa. Until later.
Farewell, Effendi. Farewell.
Ah, this sign must indicate the direction to the museum. Let us go. Closed. These great creatures are quite congenial. These great Cairo's famous Egyptian Museum. What riches must be stored within its walls? What disarray! Incredible how one can find anything inside. What disarray! Incredible how one can find anything inside. A hookah, museum piece, or intended for the director's use. What disarray! What disarray! There is a little of everything in this museum, even things having but a tenuous connection to Egypt. There is a little of everything. Good day, sir. I am Professor Van Helsing. You should have received a courier announcing that I would be coming.
Ah, yes, hello. Indeed, my superior, Lord Grosvenor informed me of your arrival. I am the assistant director. Lord Grosvenor is absent. He is on an archaeological dig in Sudan. He won't be back for another 3 weeks.
To be honest, I have need of nothing but a bit of information. Perhaps you could clarify something for me.
I would gladly put myself at your disposition if I wasn't overburdened with work already. You see, Lord Grosvenor amasses such a quantity of objects from various excavations that he supervises, but he doesn't have the time to do the classification, which is a necessary consequence. This work was assigned to me but would represent a challenge to 10 of the best scribes. I must apologize, but I cannot be of assistance at the moment.
Listen, I am more of a practical man, but I can certainly help you. Entrust one of your tasks to me. You will gain time, and hopefully I will gain some information in exchange.
It is with great pleasure that I accept your assistance. You can, for example... Wait, do you see this list? All of these objects were distributed throughout the museum, but they should be together. Can you find them?
What is a deben?
It was a unit of measurement in ancient Egypt. It was mostly used for precious metals like copper or gold, giving the weight of the metal corresponding to its value. For example, 1 deben of copper corresponded to 27.3 grams of that metal. For gold, 13.6 grams was enough to reach this value. The scribes possessed benchmark weights to perform their measurements, in the form of a wire of the metal in question, folded over itself. I can give you a copper deben. You can keep it as a souvenir, as with the stylus that I see there. I must rid myself of them.
Excuse me, I am going to look in the museum.
That won't be a problem.
Tell me, can I borrow this?
Certainly.
It is a sketch of the Giza site, showing the actual heights of the pyramids. Impressive. A superb piece. Certainly very old. A helmet. The tag says, helmet of a Spanish soldier, found in the wreck of a galleon offshore from Alexandria. A crook. One of Osiris's symbols. An insignia of the pharaohs. This artifact is nothing but a poor reproduction. Bizarre. I'll take it. A miniature pyramid. Curious. Granite scarab, of little value. What disarray? Someone must collect pyramids. This knife with a mother-of-pearl handle is magnificent. Another pyramid. Papyrus from excavations in 1852. Not of interest. A flail or neck, insignia of royalty during the time of the pharaohs. This artifact is nothing but a poor reproduction. Bizarre. I'll take it. Someone must collect pyramids. A key. What can it open? Oh, this mummy is spectacular. You would almost think it was about to move. Head with a solar disk, the sign of loyalty to the pharaohs. There is something inside. Someone wanted to hide this pyramid, unbeknownst to the director. This sarcophagus is that of an unknown pharaoh, but it is missing something. It seems to me that there is an opening here. It seems to me that there is an opening here. This sarcophagus is that of an unknown pharaoh, but it is missing something. Open. Someone wanted to hide this pyramid, unbeknownst to the director.
Excuse me, sir, but I have much work to do.
There. I have finished collecting all of the objects on the list. Now, would you do me the kindness of answering my questions?
If I can. What are you looking for?
The tomb of a priest venerating ancient accursed gods. In this spot, a tome called the Demonomicon of Ouija was found. Have you heard of it?
Great gods above! How do you know of the existence of this damn book? It's one of the best-kept secrets of ancient Egypt. No learned Muslim has dared to make reference in any writing. And I believe the Christian Church long ago burnt any text which contained this name. I know but little regarding the Demonomicon. Only that it is supposed to contain all of the teachings of an abject cult that worshipped the outer gods. Notably, that of the Black Sphinx during the reign of I don't know which pharaoh. Anything that touches this cult, directly or indirectly, is damned. And even speaking of it brings unhappiness. Do you really want to find this tomb?
I am afraid so. Do you have any idea where I can find it?
Frankly, no. However, it seems to me that there's an isolated spot. The Blood Rocks. That has an awful reputation. Some of the men who work on our digs say that no one has ever returned from this damned spot. Except for one Bedouin looter, raving mad, crying out that all of his companions had been eaten by a black demon. Apparently he died a few days later, and we found in the folds of his robe a sort of solar disc made out of gold. This piece was unfortunately stolen before arriving at the museum, and must have been smuggled out of the country. I can show you the placement of these rocks on a map, but no one will accompany you there.
Well, I shall depart, and thank you for all of your help.
Goodbye, sir, and good luck.
It seems that I have not inspected everything. It seems that I have not inspected everything. A hookah.
What this'll?
These sarcophagi are very well These sarcophagi...
Excuse me.
It seems that I have not inspected everything. Lovely Egyptian chest. A hookah. Music. It seems that I have not inspected everything.
Excuse me, sir.
These sarcophagi are very well conserved. It seems that the... Lovely Egyptian chest. What this all? What this all? What this all? Another pyramid. I must find this Mustafa.
هل تحب الموسيقى العربية هذه الكلمات؟
Useless. I do not understand their language. Garlic. That could prove to be very handy. This strange scale might help in some way. What is wrong, my friend? You look as if you dropped a 16-ton block on your foot.
May Allah curse the bastard son who did this. May the guardian scarabs enter through his fundament and devour his entrails slowly with small spoons that are bent and rusty. May he rot and die.
I frankly do not envy the bastard who did this to you. Please tell me more. And on your way, would you saddle me a camel?
A camel? He wants me to saddle a camel. But it is my camels, Mustafa's camels. They have all fallen ill. Look at them. This morning, full of energy, and bam! They are all on the ground like worms. Such misery and misfortune. I had to borrow money to buy them.
Listen, there must be a solution. Why don't you call for a veterinarian?
A veterinarian is too exorbitant. To care for a camel, I would have to sell one of my legs, and I have 7 camels. Do I have 7 legs to sell? The only veterinarian who is affordable, some would say even cheap, is my cousin Mulud. Mulud is also a hairdresser, heating engineer, bricklayer, and raises woodlice. But as he is also a customs officer, he is also involved in a work to rule at this very moment. It pains me so. But tell me, where did you want to go?
I must go to a place called the Blood Rocks. It is not far from Cairo.
To the Blood Rocks? But you are crazy! A madman! No one will loan you a camel to go to the Blood Rocks.
I must go just the same, and with haste. If I can find a way to heal one of your camels, and I pay you triple your fee, will you agree to let me have one?
You have a deal. I have just thought of one thing. There is in the quarter an old Christian, a monk, you understand? The women go to him for the ancient remedies and his healing powers. He is near the Coptic quarters. Past my house, and it's in a lane on the left, you see? He might have something for my camels.
I must depart, my friend.
Oh, my poor camels.
Poor creatures. Poor Poor
Ah, what a tragic tragedy. Bankruptcy. Ah, what...
This might be useful. I am taking it. Pork. Mustafa's guide, camels to hire or buy, quaint hotel, financial advisor, taxidermist, and provisions of all kinds. Inquire within. Peace be with you, my child. My child, are you a priest?
Yes, I am a Coptic priest. What can I do for you?
Well, I don't know if I can help you. My innkeeper Mustafa's camels have unexpectedly fallen ill, and I am in desperate need of a mount to take me into the desert. I have been told that you might know of a remedy.
Perhaps. But a sick camel usually takes some time to recuperate. Mustafa is not the only one who hires camels. Why do you need one of his?
He seems to be the only one willing to let me take a camel to the Blood Rocks.
In order to fight evil, you must know it. Find out why the camels are sick, and then come to see me. I will help you.
Well, goodbye then. Curious. This trough is clogged up with herbs. Fresh herbs. Apparently someone recently threw them in the water. Curious. This trough is clogged up with herbs. Fresh herbs. Apparently someone recently threw them in the water.
Peace be with you, my child.
Well, I found some strange leaves floating in the cistern. They don't seem to have been there long.
These leaves are those of a poisonous shrub, my son. Normally they are dried and thrown into the evening fire. Their odor scares off the snakes. A few fresh leaves in a drink, however, transforms them into a potent poison. Luckily, camels are large, robust animals. These leaves are only found far in the desert. I would hazard a guess that someone is after either Mustafa or his camels.
Would you have an antidote for this poison?
Give this to one of the camels to drink. He will arise and will be able to take you where you see fit. The others will recover after a week of rest.
Thank you. How much do I owe?
I have helped you because it is my duty to help others in need. Perhaps it will be your turn to help me one day. You said that you are traveling to the Blood Rocks. Take care, my son. This spot has been defiled by the darkness. 2 days ago, a flock of nightbirds blocked the setting sun, which was illuminating the town, and flew to the Blood Rocks. It's a grave omen. Death awaits you there. Death, or worse.
I must go regardless. Thank you again. Well, goodbye then.
Ah, what a tragic Tell me, what did the old monk say?
He gave me something to return one of your camels to health. The others will just need to rest. Now, tell me how to get to the Blood Rocks.
It's easy, I will show you. May Allah keep you, Effendi.
There is the tomb. Strange. It is lost in the sands. I would even say, concealed. These etchings are quite sinister. I understand that no one comes here. What has happened? My God! The entrance is blocked by these boulders.
Now, Mongrel, how do you find the tomb? Or should I say, your tomb? The master informed me of your arrival and that you would seek out a most hideous death. And now you are satisfied. You shall be in agony, dying of hunger and thirst, prisoner of the darkness. No one comes here, and no one will hear your screams as you lapse into madness before you die.
This man must be one of the demon's henchmen. It could be he who poisoned Mustafa's camels. Well, I have no chance of shifting these boulders. I am truly a prisoner of this tomb. But I will have the final word. I have only one solution left. Find another exit after exploring this tomb. This first room must have had a utilitarian function, where tools and scaffolding were stored during the excavations which took place here. Impossible to pass. This could come in handy. Strange. This skeleton is not old. In fact, it is quite recent. Oh, I hope he won't blame me if I take this. It could serve as rope. The handle is unusable, but the head is still solid. Strange. Whoa! An abyss. Beware. There are some stakes at the bottom. It seems to me that there is an opening here. I cannot jump. It must be almost 10 feet long. I am in need of something. Be careful. A lantern. I'll take it. Night will soon fall. This slab is a kind of door. There are grooves all around. It is impossible for someone like me, but a being that can change into fog could easily pass through these fissures. Something was taken from here. I see small nicks. This box smells of garlic. A receptacle. It must have contained a liquid. A small fissure. A receptacle. Something was taken. This cavity seems to have been specially dug to insert something within. This box smells of garlic. A small fissure. No. There. Perfect. Something was... A receptacle. It must have contained a liquid. She was dressed in a great black sari with a very long belt. I am taking it. Poor child. This vampire seems to take pleasure in annihilating youth and beauty. This young woman has been dead for less than 2 days. No doubt Dracula has already gotten his hands on the Demonomicon. My hopes were in vain. There is no chance of saving Mina. I must find a way out of here. These representations are not Egyptian, but they seem to be very ancient nonetheless. Strange design. The man being embalmed is holding a book in his hands and seems to be reading it as if he were alive during the whole process. No doubt a medicine table. strips of linen to embalm the mummies. I shall take them for lack of anything better.
Oil.
My improvised rope seems a bit too short. There, I can descend.
Strange. This skeleton is not old. In fact, it is quite recent. It seems to me that there is an opening here. It seems to me that this poor chap broke a pike, impaling himself on it. My makeshift pick has broken, but I'll keep the wooden stake. It may come in handy at some point. Who knows? Why, he had some plants in his bag. The same kind that poisoned Mustafa's camels. There. Now to find a way to get to Cairo.